Hello guys and welcome back to TNT Madness. We are back on TMF, which according to Urban Dictionary means too much forehead, so apparently gonna have to live with that. We are back on TMFactions, and to start off with, at the sugarcane farm, it looks a little bit nicer. Miner6314, who is a guy in our faction, you can actually see him on the side here, just did a little prettying up. I was going to do this, but I still need to plant the sugarcane here. But this looks a little bit nicer now, so I appreciate that from him. We've still to put in some sea lanterns, so I might just do a few finishing things and try and stay away from him. But I think this looks very neat now, and this pretty much project is done. That's one of the things that has happened off camera. The other main thing that has happened is a lot of mining. It has been about 24 hours, just under 24 hours since I last played on the server. And there has been by a little bit, there's been a lot of mining done. So if we go F home, I don't know if I will fall into a pit or not, but not only have they been working on the base, they've been doing a lot of mining. So, oh, no, so this is actually, I'll just go home end. I'm sure I'll just end up falling. As you can see, I'm actually stuck in the middle of the base because they have started work, they've already built the main thing, and last I heard they were working on regens. So this is the corner, but I'm gonna have to go around the whole thing to actually get to the edge. Are you kidding me? That's stupid. Well, it looks like I'm gonna have to climb this water because I really want to show how much has been done, but it looks like 24 hours is obviously too big of a gap for me to play on because they have started working really hard on regen walls. I don't know if these are finished or not yet, but definitely the base is done, or the base part of the walls is done. So, two things I want to say quickly is, one, for people who don't know, it is summer at the moment for me, and the reason it is summer, because a lot of people seem to get confused in the comments, is that I live in New Zealand. So if you live in the US or London or anywhere in Europe, so, you know, the developed part of the world, I live essentially on the other side of the planet to you. So, because of that, I have opposite seasons to what you have. So when it's winter there, it's summer for you. When it's winter there, it's summer for me. So it is absolutely boiling, and I am actually very sad because I recently brought a fan and I had to turn it off to record this. Even though you're probably hearing the fan from my computer. And it just means that it's boiling at the moment, even though it may be freezing where you are, and vice versa when it's summer. So don't worry, it still evens itself out. And the other thing is, there is a new YouTuber on the server. I don't know how long he's actually been on the server, but he might have been playing last season, but I watched his first video and it seemed pretty good. So his name is called Blue Gamer Dude. He is currently over 1,000 subscribers, and if you want to see more content just from the server, he has got already an episode out, and he said to me he's going to have a lot more. So yeah, if you want to, you can have a look at his channel and it'll be in the description below. But it is taking forever to get up this waterfall. So here's our base so far. I have no idea what's inside, and just be aware that the server hasn't even been out for 2 days, and there's Steezy. And we already have regen walls, and I'm going to try and make this jump. And we're staying on the second batch already, because, of course, it is best to have your regen walls as close to your base as possible, so that way when you put your wraps out, it is going to be it's got to be a lot more frustrating for the cannoners, as they're going to have a lot smaller space to actually destroy it. If you know how to raid regens, it can be very annoying. Poor Steezy got scared. I'm tempted not to jump down there. Don't worry, I'm still a professional noob. I can fall very easily. So one thing is that this whole area last time was nowhere near completed, and now it's all done. And this wasn't blast mine, this was all done by hand, so that's insane. This is a 5x5 chunk area, and that's what we're going to get done originally, but apparently we're going to have this bigger, which I'm sure we only are going to go to a certain point because we have tons of wraps, and because we're in the corner, it really doesn't matter if I show where we are, but we have so much land. There is, the maximum chunk buffer you can have on this is 20 chunks, so we have 400 land essentially. This is an absolutely massive base. It is huge. It's just gigantic. And also, apparently, the regens are completely done, from bedrock to sky limit, all full of lava. I really do not know how anyone can do this in less than 24 hours. Like, it's pretty mad.
your smile. Now the sunshine brings the light. Fill me out with a flame. I will let you in this game. Take me out when I'm down. 'Cause with you I'm safe and sound. 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 I'm safe and sound.
Looks like someone tried to cobble monster here. Why, I do not know, but I'm just going to check see if anyone's built a wall. Yeah, someone tried to cobble monster, but it looks like they got killed because it's completely hollow. Apart from here. Oh, since everyone's working really hard on the base, and this doesn't necessarily feel neglected, it's just one of our it's really the only valuable thing that we have at the moment. So I'm going to do a little bit of fix-ups on here and make that slightly taller so I can have the glass layer on top, and add the sea lanterns around the edges. And the other thing that I'm going to do first is, because no one's bothered, I'm going to gen a wall around here. So this is just the very corner of where we have of the sugarcane farm, because pretty much everywhere we are building at the moment is in a corner, so it's no real secret where we are. And that's why I don't really mind giving out coordinates, because it's not really that hard to find. So I'm just trying to think, how far do I want to go back in? I think I'll go to about here, and because the best way to gen a wall, I'm actually going to go ahead and grab some sand, because then I can just use a torch at the bottom of it. So as I was saying, I had a realization that I have a very bad sense of time, because it's actually been 2 days since I've been on, because I remember vividly yesterday drowning my new camera that I got, which I got mostly for my vlogging channel. I went to a waterfall, I managed to drown it, and it's very annoying. I don't know if I'll be able to fix it, but that's still something that's, oh, I hate lag. Lag is evil. I guess that's just something I have to deal with as being a New Zealander. Anyway, as I was saying, one thing that we have this season, I don't know how many seasons we've had it now, they just keep flying by every 3 or 4 months. We have got a maximum of 20 players per faction, so that means less ults, it's a lot more competitive. So even though we have a really ginormous faction, and the only reason our power is so high is because each faction member of course gets 20 power. I don't know why we have 920, because we have some Lord rank people, so it's normally 800, but we have 920. But, so we are a really big faction. We only have 20 members, so we're not that big, but our power is really big. But there are at least 10 other people on here, 10 other factions that are huge, and we are only number 9 on the, I don't even know what to call it, on the F-tops. This calculates how many spawners and hoppers and stuff, because hoppers are a great lag creator on here, and then it values that at that. So Arctic, which is probably our biggest enemy, is 4th, and then Order 66, who I don't know, has already made it very far in the spawner game and is at number 1. So we are aiming to be top, but we have to work our way up there, because as you know, factions is very competitive, and even though we've done a lot of work over 2 days, in the long run it's probably not as much as what some other people have done. So at the moment I'm just can't believe this. So try a different strategy. Oh well, try this, because that way if I glitch out I should still have one block. Yep, this is how you do it. My philosophy is that if at first you don't succeed, try something else, because you clearly sucked at the first thing. I'm just gonna hope that I do not lag out, because that would be the worst possible thing to happen to me. I fell off, but I didn't die. So if you don't know how to make basic walls, then I very much suggest that you do learn it. I'll have a link to a tutorial video that I did, and these are the ones that I'm going to do. But essentially all you have to do is place lava in the middle, destroy this block, place water on the sides, and it will generate. Or at least that is the plan. So now that I have these 3 things done, what I have to do now is go down here. I need to get rid of those sponge blocks as well, just so they don't get in the way. And I am going to, because this is such a lovely environment, I do not want to spoil it. So I am going to go ahead and put slabs around the area that I'm going to be making. So just because of the way this is, I have to have a massive gap between them. I have one because I have water that's going to be flowing off the edge here and water that's going to be flowing off the other edge. So I need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Wait, is that 7? Yeah, a 7 block gap in between them, and I believe this is the middle bit. So I essentially just have to keep going out from this one point, bringing up slabs like so. And I'm gonna have to make it so, because the slab has got to be 1 block higher than what is on the inside of it. So I'm gonna have to go like this all the way to the world border. So because of the way we have our server set up, there is only 1 week, or there is a week before anyone can use TNT, which is great. I think it's a great idea. I think every server should do that. It makes it less fun for the people who just come on just to raid, but it makes it a lot easier to make your bases to start off with. It makes it a little bit harder as the season goes on. It's still possible, but because of that, it means the first week is by far the most important week of the server. So it's not necessarily that I want to do walls like these, but more or less I have to. And because this is a wrap, if someone really wanted to, they could get rid of it, but I'm sure by the time I doubt we're going to get even an automatic cactus farm by the time a week is over. But who really wants to raid a sugarcane farm? This we could easily just, if someone decide, oh, they're going to raid a sugarcane farm, we'll probably just override it with the automatic cactus farm anyway. So at this point in time, we really don't need any more than this. Like we could easily have more than this. I'm sure we're going to make some regens or something just for extra protection. But I get paranoid. Factions is great for giving you paranoia, but I just still want some basic defense anyway. So I've done one side of this, just from where that sand is to here, but because there is this giant tree in the way, and when I'm genning this will screw it up, I'm going to have to chop down this giant thing, so yay. So chop down that tree. I guess one upside about is I have a ton of wood now, nearly 2 stacks. These trees are absolutely massive, and however, because I have to get rid of everything in here, I have to get rid of this, all the leaves and just a few of these overhanging branches. Actually, I thought I had to get rid of that thing, but looks like it's only the leaves in front of here. Climbing hills is not fun. I really do not like half-slabbing cobble monsters. It's incredibly infuriating to go vertically, and there's all this random wood everywhere. While I'm here, I might as well get rid of all the sponge. I actually do not know the fastest way to get rid of sponge. I think it's shears, but oh well. Okay, so this is a bigger cobble monster than I thought it was. I'm just trying to get to the top. I think I'm nearly there. I hope I'm nearly there. There we go. Well, that's convenient because I need to get rid of this sponge too. I guess I'll just start up here, but there's someone stuck sponge way out here. I guess it's the only block they had. Oh well. Oh, there is sponge absolutely everywhere. I might grab that later, but I'm not going to bother about it now. It looks ugly, but so does the cobble monster. I don't know why, but it even looks just impressive just looking up at the wee, I don't know, L-shaped thing. And then looking down here, still get another good view. I really do not like cobble monsters because I have to mine out this huge bank side that goes all the way down just so I can gen this edge of the wall. This is a wall in itself. So Steezy has got one of the best picks currently on the server just because it's the start. And the one, I'm just borrowing it because one of the most important things on here that I need is that hammer enchantment. So if you don't know, with custom enchantments, you can use XP to get custom enchantments and to rank up your spawner level. Yeah, those are 2 very fun things. But what this means is if anyone's ever played modded and you've used like Tinker's Construct, then it essentially has the same sort of thing of the hammer on there where it destroys a 3x3 area instead of a 1x1 area. Except this, of course, is a lot faster, which I'm sure Steezy's been using this to mine out. But this is going to be very helpful just for this temporary area here. This pick is amazing. Like, oh, how could I ever live without a pick like this ever again? I definitely need to get a pick like this. I don't even know many of the custom enchantments, so I'm going to have to do probably just a whole episode on enchantments and try and get some really strong gear. Yeah. Luckily, Steez came out to help for 2 seconds, so I appreciate that. My inventory is just a mess, and that cobble monster took quite a while, to be honest. But, the slabs along here look quite nice, but now I'm just going to get rid of this. I'm going to leave just this water on the side, because it's really not going to make a difference after I place down the water. But one neat little trick, if you didn't know, is if you play... Oh, maybe? Yeah, there we go. You can break a ton of sand by just having some sort of block that isn't a full-size block, so a chest or anything, and this makes it super easy to get rid of this as for survival factions, whatever. It's a super helpful tip. Looks like at our F home, which is just it currently is our temp lava base in the Nether, and wow, a lot of lava has already been used, and I know where all this has gone to. It has gone to our regen walls. But one thing is this custom terrain looks cool, but it's also functional because it does mean we have to make our own platform. So even if you do get rid of everything, it still looks quite nice. And one other thing I forgot to mention yesterday when I was do lava buckets, thank God lava bucket stack, I forgot about that, is that with the ranks, or ultra and above at least, you get a private vault. For ultra it's like or by one what I mean is 1 row, and then so it's essentially like a really small ender chest, even though they don't get the command. And for hero you get just a normal chest, and then for legend it's a large chest, and then for lord it's 2 large chests, and since we've had the price drop, it's pretty useful. So PV1, I have this tiny vault which I can stick stuff, but I'm not going to fill it with junk, because I know if I fill it with junk then it'll stay full of junk. So currently I'm just grabbing a bunch of lava, of course, so I can gen the wall. I am sick of dying. So simple thing I'm just going to do now is place lava all the way across here. I'm going to have to do a few trips, but because I have a lot of lava to place down, even though I have 5 stacks of buckets, I'm still going to have to go all the way around here, and it's going to be, I don't know how many trips, shouldn't be too many, but it's just a little thing like this, and then I have to mine out all the blocks. Oh, no. No, thank you. I have to mine out all the blocks underneath, all these cobblestone blocks, and then place water on the sides. So one very important thing that you have to do when you are doing this is make sure that you do, in fact, place a block here, and so that the lava can go down here. And I can't mention this enough, but water your corners. Super basic stuff, I'm sure. I probably sound like a lot of people's mothers, but oh well. Needs to be done. I'm going to be crying myself to sleep tonight. I have an empty inventory, because not only did I die because of, I don't know, I could blame lag or whatever, but I fell, and I really need to get some, because there is angel wings, but I don't have it by default, and clear lag happened, so I lost all my items. However, luckily I do have kit hero, so it's not a complete flop, but I am going to need some buckets, so I'll just use the iron that I got from the thing to make a ton, and then for the rest of my stuff that I have in my little e-chest collection, mostly these apples. I died again. I give up on life. Ugh. Absolutely infuriating. Well, I guess I have a use for that iron armor that I used to salvage for the beacon in the last episode. RIP. So what I'm going to do is I am just, instead of buckets, I'm just going to do ice, because if you don't know, you break ice and your dreams are crushed. So, welcome back everyone. I'm only saying that because now it is the next morning for me. It is nearly 11 o'clock in the morning, and I went to bed stupidly late last night at nearly 3 AM. Not a good idea, and I'm on fire. Yay. No. Oh. Yeah, as you can see, I'm still really bad at the game. I'm normally worse when I'm recording. So I'm just finishing off this wall. Enrico told me he would finish it off last night because I had to go. But as you can see, I'm still doing it. Oh well, that doesn't matter. But, yeah. The one thing I just wanted to say to everyone is currently it is 4 days till Christmas for me. I don't know how far it is for Christmas for everyone else, because in New Zealand we are a day ahead of the developed world. I don't even know what I'm going to call it. By developed world I mean Europe and America. So it's 4 days for me, but by the time this episode comes out it may still be 4 days for you as well. But I just want to wish everyone a happy... Why? Gee, I'm amazing at dying. Do you have a pick? This is quite the predicament. I really didn't want this. I don't even have any buckets now. I am the worst Minecraft player on this planet. And the lag isn't helping. There we go. Finally, the wall is finished. The one thing I want to do at the end of this episode was, in the last episode, in the vote keys, it's where you get a key where you vote, after you vote. I got 2 boss eggs, and the only reason I have vote keys is because at the start of the season everyone was given free, so I just have 2 of these boss eggs things, and this is like a new mechanic that has been added. It was actually added last season, but it's been refined this season. It's where you can essentially destroy mob bosses. They're like regular mobs, but they have a lot more health, and you get some really nice items after you defeat them. So I've never fought any of these or even seen these, but I wanted to fight them, but I'll just have a go. But I've only got really weak armor. One other thing we've now set up is a slightly better spawner farm. So we've got just an absolutely massive ton of chickens on the bottom one, so that way they can spawn almost as fast as we can kill them. And then on the top level we have a bunch of pig spawners. So I should be able to help contribute to this shortly, and I'm probably only going to do the pigs because I don't know if they give you more XP or not, but I will have to level up my spawner rank soon. But however, someone gave me a really good sword, so if I do die, then oh well, I won't lose too much. And I'm just going to have a go at fighting one of these. So I'm just going to go to the war zone now, because that's the only place that you can spawn these, unfortunately. Okay, so I was, but apparently the server is going to restart in 1 minute. Yay. It's raining in winter. Oh well, let's spawn one of these. Oh, there we go. Oh. Okay, the lag is real. Is this guy even gonna fight? Wow, the TPS must be really struggling to keep up. Oh well. Oh god. Okay. This isn't fun. There we go. What do I get? Nothing? Do I get nothing? Do I get nothing? Oh, I should have... So I'm gonna have to... Oh, whoops. Nope. I guess block lag can be helpful sometimes. Totally not worth it. You cheeky wee thing. Come on. Just die. There we go. That's much better. Much better. So, that is pretty much it. We haven't done too much in this episode. We've really only built a wall. However, it's spanned over 2 days, and I really have got quite a bit of stuff I want to work on. And don't worry, I will have another episode in a few days, and luckily, I'm just casually standing in a war zone just outside of spawn. Like, nothing's happening. There's one of my friends over there, so I'm actually going to run in this direction so I don't get hit by them. But anyway, that's pretty much it. I hope you guys did enjoy this video, and I'll see you guys next time. So anyway, goodbye from TNT Madness.